Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Ijova Mado. I thank you so much for stopping by. I thank you so much for clicking in. I really do appreciate it. And if it's your first time, please don't make it your last by clicking on the red subscribe button, and let's become family. So today is going to be a story time about one of my experiences when I traveled back home in Nigeria. That was last year. I can't actually remember the date, but that was last year, December. So I've made mention here sometime in the past that there is that I got some of my skincare products after I gave birth from Nigeria, and then so on this day I went back. I contacted the same vendor so that I can get some products from her. I mean, I got some in the past and I really liked the results, so I wanted to get more. And on this day, because okay, you know, last time when we traveled back home in Nigeria, it wasn't possible to get SIM cards. You couldn't get SIM cards, you couldn't register SIM cards. That was when they were starting this national identity number newly, so they authorized all telecommunications or SIM card dealers, what do you call them, MTN, Glo, and the rest of them, to stop issuing new SIM cards, and they should stop registering new SIM cards as well. So on this day, I went with my younger sister, my husband, my brother-in-law, and one other relative. So we all went together to Owerri to get we all came for different purposes. I came for my own business, my husband did the same, and okay, my sister came with me because we were together. So, and then I was with Subi as well. Then the other two were with my siblings in my place. So on this day I went to get the stuff. Unfortunately my battery died. I had my iPhone then, and the other, my second phone, or my main phone, the Hawaii or anything you call it. So I had these two phones, and then both, okay, this one was with my Swiss SIM card, and then the other one, my iPhone, there was no SIM card in it because I couldn't get a line. So I contacted the vendor. She works somewhere and she does the other one as a second business. So I contacted her and she told me she'll be coming down in some minutes. I waited for some time. I called her when I was with my sister's phone, when I was still in the car, that I'm close to her working place. So I contacted her. She told me she'll be down in some minutes. I waited. I didn't see her. I had to go to the place. I entered inside her place of work, and then unfortunately I didn't have my sister's number, my sister's phone with me this time around. So I had to collect a phone from somebody there where she works. I had to plead for with someone to give me her phone. So I called her again. She told me, oh, she'll be with me in some minutes. I should go downstairs and wait for her. So I came downstairs. I waited. After a while, she showed up, and then she was supposed to get me my I think my tone 9. Okay, she was supposed to get me my face cleanser, that is a bath bomb. That was what she was supposed to get for me, and she was supposed to get it too, but then unfortunately the person she directed added only one. I couldn't get the other one. I think I collected something else from her. I can't really remember what. And as soon as I collected, I made the payment. I think the payment was made via bank transfer. So the payment was made via bank transfer. So I collected it, and then I was about leaving. All of a sudden, she started looking for her phone. I was like, I know you came out here, but then I didn't see anybody pick up anything, and there was nobody with us. It was just the two of us, so I didn't really understand. So she started for it. I asked her, are you sure you didn't leave it behind? She told me no, that she came down with it. I said, maybe you have to go back to your office and check for it. Make sure you didn't forget it anywhere. And after much searching, she couldn't get it. I told her, oh, I'm sorry, I had to go because my husband was waiting for me, and my sister and other relatives were waiting for me. So I was in a haste because I don't know, like my brother-in-law went for his transaction in the bank. He went for a transaction in the bank, and I didn't know how long it would take for him to finish. So I thought he was already done and was probably waiting for me outside. So I had to quickly discharge and told her, oh, I'm sorry, I have to go now because see, people are waiting for me. Okay, the thing was that I wasn't with Zubi at first. Zubi was in the car. I just went alone with my bag all dressed up. I went alone. So I had to go back. Then on reaching there, I discovered that my brother-in-law is not yet back. I had to, and I was already running out of time because I had more than, you know, when you come back, you have many things to achieve before Christmas, because then it was already getting rowdy. If you go to the bank, you might stay up to 2 hours just going for only to do a particular one transaction. So I had to, then I got to the car and then I saw my brother-in-law wasn't there. So I had to go back because where I went to was beside where my brother-in-law went. The bank was just close by. So I had to go back. Then I saw her again. I saw the vendor. I called her, babe, what's up? Have you seen the phone? She said, oh, how come she hasn't seen it? And the thing is, okay, while I was standing there, I saw one of our old classmates. Okay, I didn't mention this particular vendor was my classmate in secondary school. I got to know her in secondary school, but then someone else tried her products and I asked her if the products worked. She told me that they were really good, so that was how I contacted her. So the thing is that she was my classmate, and you know, when you meet an old classmate, you're supposed to exchange pleasantries, but then she was more of business oriented, like she was more of official. We didn't do that. So the moment we saw, it was straight to business. She looked at me and then I greeted her, but then her countenance wasn't really that friendly or interactive, so we just went straight to business transaction. So while I was there, then along the line, when I came back the second time, I saw another classmate. Then I greeted her, I called her and greeted her. She didn't recognize me, of course. So after much explanation, she then recognized me. So we were just talking when this vendor passed by. I asked her, have you seen your phone? She said, how? That she hasn't seen it. I told her, okay, come. I asked the other classmate of mine, and I told her what happened, and I asked her, could it be possible for you to dial her phone number to see if you can help her get her phone? She said the phone has been ringing, and at a stage someone picked it, but then the person didn't respond. That the person picked it, after some seconds the person dropped the call again. So it was like, what exactly is happening? And you know, the thing is that we were just two together, and you know, when you're with someone and you lose anything, you automatically assume the other person was with it. At first I never read it that way, but then as time progressed, she was still searching. This happened within maybe a period of between 30 minutes to 1 hour. So she was still searching for them. All of a sudden, you know, the message, the countenance changed, and she was now pointing all fingers that I stole her phone. I was like, girl, what exactly are you talking about? All of a sudden she said, babe, see, someone was here when everything happened. He saw you, he did that. I don't want to do anything but just get my phone. I was like, what the hell? Then we were still exchanging this banter when someone came out from where she was working and asked her, where is the person? The woman turned and she saw me. I was now with Zubi, like I was carrying my pram. She looked at me, babes, Juice, let me tell you one thing. Anytime you're going out, never dress like your problems, because if you should dress like your problems, if anything like this should arise, they will automatically assume you're the one that committed the crime. So when the woman turned and looked at me, the way I was dressed, she couldn't believe it. I was carrying a pram, so obviously, at least I am, let me not say financially okay. It means that I could take care of myself and I wouldn't be found in such crazy situation of stealing the phone. So the woman looked at me and she didn't believe it. She would then turn back and told her, maybe you can just search for it, look around. So she was busy ransacking everywhere. So one man then passed and said, I saw you when you took it, I saw you when you took it, don't lie, I saw you with my 2 eyes. I was stunned, my God. I was now explaining to those people around, look at me, like, I came here just because I want to patronize you. I came here because I tried the products in the past and it worked. I came here just for the sake of this business, and you mean to tell me that I now had to voice it out, that you mean to tell me that I came back all the way from Switzerland, I bought my plane tickets, I came with my luggage, I came with my kids, and presently I am here with my child, my last child, just to steal your phone? That is crazy. So I thought everybody was not like, is not possible. I told the other class girl, look at me, I was just talking to you. If I actually stole your phone, you wouldn't see me around this premises. The moment I steal your phone, I would definitely run away. You wouldn't see me around this premises. So there is no way you can even assume that you shouldn't even assume that, you shouldn't even think about it in any way. Like, what the hell? So people were now like, it was confusing. She was not, at a stage I told her, you know what, I just forgive you. Let me just forgive your ignorance. Because if there are people, like, if at all I came back from if I've been in my village and then you saw me and then I found myself in Owerri, if you accuse me of stealing your phone, it could be understandable. If I am here in Owerri with you and you accuse me of stealing your phone, not for the purpose of stealing your phone, but for the purpose of stealing your contacts, it will be understandable. But look at me, I came back all the way from Switzerland. I don't do any business here. So what use will your phone be to me?
So I remember telling her, okay, you have friends, we attended the same secondary school together. You have friends that know me, that lived in the hostel with me, that definitely know me, they know my kind of person. You wouldn't say I was a day student whereby I come to school, I display another character in front of the public or in school, and then I go back home to display another side of me. So you can call anybody that lived in the hostel with me. I mean, when I was little, I could get myself involved in any crime, which could be pardonable because they will say she's underage or whatever. But so if at all I do steal, or if at all I could be associated with anything relating to stealing, or if at all anyone can make such as had ever accused me or even made such assumption about me, you will definitely hear. So if I didn't steal when I couldn't afford it, why would I do so now that at least I can manage to take care of myself? So I told her this and she was still, babe, where's my phone, babe, for the last time. It was really a crazy situation.
Okay, then the other girl asked her, what is the make of the phone? She said it's Hot 1 or Hot 2, I can't remember, but it's something hot. I asked her, what is hot? What does it mean? Which kind of? She said it's an Infinix phone. I said, oh wow, okay. So she was now busy ransacking everywhere, trying to gallivanting, blah 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 blah. I told her, see, look, let me tell you, the only way your phone would be with me is that you left it in the bag you gave me. Because the moment you came out here, you just entered your car and brought everything and handed me a bag, and I took it straight, and that was exactly the same way I dropped it in the boot of the car. So if at all your phone is with me, then you know that the mistake was from you, because I haven't touched the products you gave me. It's still the same way. So in the process of all this, I thought that, wait, no, the only thing is that, the good thing is that our car is still very close by. My husband is still around, and my brother-in-law and the other relative, my sister, was still there. So I will go and check. If your phone is with me, then know that it is your fault that you left this phone. I then asked the girl, okay, what is the cost of the phone? She said the phone should be around 50,000, and I was like, that is crazy. That is just the height of it all. My handbag alone costs more than that. Just this trouser I'm wearing costs more than that. My shoes cost more than that. What on earth will I be doing with that? I have my iPhone, I have my Hawaii phone, my younger sister has her own iPhone. So what exactly will I be doing with a phone of 50,000 naira, and then it will be stealing? Of course I can use a phone of 50,000 naira, but then accusing me of stealing it is crazy. That is what I assumed crazy in this whole situation. So I then told my other classmates, okay, you know what, come, maybe we can go together so that you accompany me. Let me see if the phone is in the bag she gave me, because it's still in the bag. I have not touched it. So we crossed the road and then brought out the bag. I called my sister. Immediately I got there, I called my sister, can you give me the bag I gave you before? She turned back and brought it out. And then I told her, okay, search the phone, look at the bag. If at all she gave it to me, as you can see, my sister just handed me this bag like this. She didn't remove anything, she didn't add anything. This is exact way she gave it to me. I then handed it to her and told her, okay, check it and see if. Then as we opened it, then the phone was inside the product, like it was inside the other, like this is the bag and this is the product she gave me. The phone was inserted right beside it. And then luckily or unluckily, or fortunately or unfortunately, my brother-in-law was done with his business transaction in the bank, at the bank, and we were about leaving. So I couldn't go back to talk to her. I just handed the phone over to the girl and told her, please give her the phone. And that was just it. Okay, then along the line, it happened that because I already paid for the products I was supposed to take. I remember I told you that the soap the face cleanser she was supposed to give me was supposed to be 2, I think, but then it wasn't complete, and then she handed me just 1, and with the hope that she will give me the other one anytime I come to Owerri. Of course, at the end of the day, the other one is 1,000 naira, and up till today, she told me I called her the next day because it was late when we got home. I called her and asked her, I hope you got your phone. She said yes, she got it. I asked her, did she explain the situation to you? The network couldn't let me continue with the call, so we hung the call. Then I called her again. She didn't pick. I sent her a message and asked her. She didn't respond. I then asked her again, when do I come for my other products? She told me, she sent a message, just send me your bank details and I'll refund the money. I was like, why? She didn't respond. I had to send her a message again. Okay, I sent her a message again and asked her what's up with the product. She said she would refund, even though it's 1,000 naira. Yes, I know it is very little, but of course I can give it to her, I can dash it to her. But the point of accusing me of stealing the phone is crazy. Assuming that I stole your phone is crazy.
Ridiculous should fit better this time around, I think.
And not refunding me my money and not giving me my products, not only is it crazy, it is still a criminal act. I said so, it is a criminal act. Even though the money is still little, I can still, if I give it to someone who needs it, I didn't say who wants it, I said someone who needs it, of course the person will be grateful. If I should take if she should give me the product and I give it to someone who has acne or who is in need of the product, that's if it will work, because I'm sorry to say that the second time I got the product, there wasn't much difference. The first time worked, probably Nigerian market, that is how it is always. Even everything, their hair vendors, if you buy the first product, they want to get you as per customer. The moment you patronize them the first one, the second time come again, they might give you the still original one, or they might give you an adulterated form of it. So I'm sorry to say that the second product that I got didn't work. Nothing happened. There was no much difference. Like, I didn't see anything like the first time I used it. Probably because I used it with other skincare products I got from here. But then, I'm sorry to say, the second time I tried it, nothing worked. So up to today, she hasn't even apologized. Okay, maybe she doesn't really need to apologize because it was a crazy situation. But then, what about giving me back refunding the money or giving me the products? None of them has been done. As crazy as it seems, I know I wouldn't go back to her asking for the money. She's still my friend on Facebook, by the way. I wouldn't go back to her asking for the money. It's left for her if she wants. Let her bring it if she wants. She can keep it to herself. But it's okay. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this story time. And that is to tell you, if you're going back to Nigeria, be very careful. Any drama can happen. If they should give you anything, try to make, if you have time, in fact, just try, whether you have time or not, make sure to look into the bag they gave you, to make sure they didn't give you anything that isn't yours or anything that is prohibited or by law, especially. Make sure to be very, very careful because anything can happen. Assuming this happened in a hidden environment or in a hidden area, or probably I wasn't looking good, people would have assumed that I stole her phone and probably mobbed me. Then people from Switzerland or people that live here with me, when they hear the story, they would definitely hear the story that look at what happened to Juma. She came back home and she stole the phone, and I would be anywhere to give my own version of the story. Of course, it is a crazy situation. Be very careful when you go back to Nigeria, and I wish you a very good and Merry Christmas. Enjoy your stay and all the best. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please, I'm still begging you, please hit on the red subscribe button. It's totally free, by the way. Click on the like button if you enjoyed this story time. Even if you don't enjoy it, thumbs down is also welcome. And share with your friends and family, your enemies, your brothers, your sisters, your fathers, and your mother, everybody. And I'll definitely see you all in my next video. Mwah.